Hello, all you lovely miniature enthusiasts on the interwebs. I'm Doc Eon. Today is Monday, the 13th of February. That's hard to pronounce. 2023. And I am here to ramble about miniatures. And we have completed a bunch more Reaver Bones. From the core set, we have some kids and their pets. We have this Inuit girl and her polar bear. I painted it as sort of a more bluish white because pure white or grey white would have looked boring. She's a bit more colorful. Then we have this, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, with a big coat and a sort of wolf pet. And these are just very, very slapped together. As are these two columns. I did do the thing where I underpainted them with colors, but then I dry brushed a light color over top, and then did a wash to dirty them down to look like they've been both faded and also have been subject to the elements, so to speak. Look okay, a little sloppy. And then the bronze golem. Now, I've seen people paint this model with a lot of verdigris and the like, and making it look like old tarnished bronze and old weathered bronze, more brownish, deeper browns, and also sort of whiter, more silvery highlights. That's a technique that takes a long time, and I thought I would go for a bit more of a clean look, more of a newly minted, so to speak, newly forged bronze golem, but still add some more colors into it, some blues and some greens mainly, to add that a little bit of aging. I think he looks okay. He's pretty good. He's probably the cleanest looking of the ones finished this week. So we're up to 7 finished models this week. I am very pleased with that. And let's hope we can stay on a roll. So let's move on to the works in progress. So of the stuff that's been on my table for a long time, it's only these 2 kids and their 2 pets left. And as you can see, there's a little bit more paint on them. They've had some work done. In new arrivals, we have well, semi-new arrivals. You saw this guy primed last week, and there's not much else that has happened. I've just done some sloppy dark lining so far. I haven't even decided on a skin tone. And actually, I've been starting to think, because there's so much exposed skin, there's just a little bit of hair on his back and his chest. Maybe I need to spice the skin up. Maybe I need to practice something that I do very seldom, like I've tried once or twice before, which is painting tattoos. That's a little scary idea, but you know, I probably need to challenge myself. So I'm going to think about that and maybe research how to do that in the best way. We'll see. Stay tuned. Now for the new projects, I have only gotten so far as to assemble them and to gap fill a little bit. I mean, this guy is just clean. There was no need to do anything with him. And the Hydra was pretty easy. It was a pretty good fit. And I think those gaps are mostly filled. Now with the Centaur, which came pre-assembled, the gaps were bigger, and the reason I've not primed them yet is that I realize when the first layer of this plastic putty has dried, I need to go in and do some more. So priming won't happen until maybe tomorrow. And but yeah, that's there's no great difficulty here. It's going to take a little more time, and hopefully a few dabs of paint on them as well by next week, by next Monday. We'll see. So, inventory time is actually new arrivals time this week because, ta-da, I got this box from Hassle-Free, which was the one I think I mentioned before that I thought got lost in the mail. It took about a month and a half from it clearing customs to actually arrive in my mailbox, which tells me they did lose it, but not in the sense of dropping it by the roadside, rather in the sense of it sitting on a dusty back shelf, forgotten by everybody for a while, until somebody cleared that shelf out and found, oh, we should probably deliver this. That's my headcanon for what happened. But anyway, they pretty much admitted they had lost it, but yeah, it eventually got here. So this was one of the 2 shipments or orders I placed with Hassle-Free last year when they had various sales. So in this one, I picked up mostly sci-fi and modern figures. So Rogue Drax here is kind of a near-future sci-fi dude, as is Carl Drax, which is just these are just 2 versions of the same character with different, the same pose, same character, slightly different outfits and weapons. We have a dwarf. I'm not sure why I got this particular dwarf. I thought he was interesting in some way. Mrs. H is a sort of Christmas character. I think this order was placed way before Christmas. It's one of the few Christmas-themed models from Hassle-Free I didn't have before. We have a generally heavily armored sort of Chaos Warrior type. He probably has a name in the catalog. I forgot what it was. It's not labeled. And here's another one in that theme. So not that much sci-fi apparently. I got mixed up. Anyway, and so then we have this knight and princess who are not named as such, but clearly the characters from the Dragon's Lair old arcade game. So that's fun. So that's 8 models that I am adding to my inventory. But what am I going to paint next week? Well, I'm not painting these right now. I am continuing to work on the Greek Odyssey. So here we have the Medusa. I think it's called the Greater Medusa in the box. We have Circe and a couple of swine. Very hairy swine, they're more like boars. And the Nemean lion. Nemean lion? Not sure how to pronounce that. Which is basically just a big lion. A sort of a dire lion, if you will. So, 5 new models, of which 2 are very small. That should be enough to keep me in work, so to speak. So yeah, I'm looking forward to painting these up. I'm also looking forward to having a week off from work. That'll be a good chance to rest and relax. Anyway, that is also the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Click like, subscribe, comment, and above all, be back here next week, same day of the week, same channel, same Daki Young, who's now signing.